This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
This is Boxing Before Dark.
Boxing.
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 Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Before.
Boxing.
Boxing Before
Dark. This is Boxing Before Dark.
All right, Boxing Before Dark. Holy shit, we are back. Shanada, we have... This is like a 2-month-old comment, but we have an angry listener.
Oh, nice. I like it.
So here, I'm going to read you the comment. I'm not sure who this is directed at, but it was on a Boxing Before Dark video. So it's one of the two of us. Here, exact words from BC355. How dare you comment on people from UK for thinking we can't be bothered to travel 40 minutes to see relatives? So many of us have traveled the world, seen so many different cultures and people from different environments. Most of you guys don't even have passports because you think that the US is the world. It's probably talking about me then. I'm not saying that you're on that list because I don't know you, just like you obviously have no idea about the average person in the UK.
All right.
This was 2 months ago, so it's January time frame. We
definitely talked about it on the podcast. I remember.
Of course, because I went to the UK, which is how I was able to speak with such confidence. Because every single UK person that I met, which was in Liverpool, thanks to Robbie and how fucking outgoing he is, it was a lot of people in Liverpool. Thanks to me, just going out in Manchester and Leeds, it was quite a few people. And same with London. And the joke that I made every time rang true with all of them. It was, to Americans, 100 years is a long time. To Brits, 100 miles is a long way.
Yes.
And they all thought, like, yeah, oh shit, like, ha ha ha, goddamn Yankee, that's exactly right. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I knew it was right before I came, but thank you all for confirming.
Yeah.
I don't mean to generalize everybody in the UK, of course. That was never my intention, but based on the myriad of people that I did meet, traveling 40 minutes, an hour is a long fucking way. Because, like, talking to them, when I was talking about going to see Eubank Ben, and I was telling them, like, where I was staying in London compared to where the fight was, and they're like, oh shit, that's a bit of a hike. Even with taking the subway. Well, like, you gotta make it work, man. If you really want to go to these things, you gotta make it work.
Yeah, like, I'm going to those fights in Yokohama, and it's probably going to be a little over 2 hours with trains and buses and stuff. And people are like, oh my god, you're doing that in one day? I'm like, yeah. I want to see the fight.
It's pretty fucking standard in North America.
Yeah. Like, I go to Tokyo fairly often, and people are like, no, that's a big thing to do. You have to plan that. It's a fucking 40 minutes on the train, guys.
Well...
But it's worth it to visit family. I agree.
For family, absolutely. Maybe that is the generalization that went
they
sour.
didn't like. Yeah.
Going for family, maybe that's a totally different story. But, like, going to, like,
I've driven 40 minutes for McDonald's. I've driven an hour and a half for McDonald's. So
sometimes you gotta have those fries, man. Look, they're so good.
Yeah.
The people, like, in Liverpool, I think it was 90 minutes by train from Liverpool to London.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's way too far. I wouldn't do that for, like, a fight.
I know Robbie said hasn't been to London in, like, years and years.
Since he was, like, 13, he said.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's
and
not
he's, like,
that far.
30 something.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, man, it's different because, like, that distance that he has to travel to get to London, that's how far away my sister lives. So, but that's, like, totally different, like, going to a fight in London versus going to visit your family. Like, yeah, these are...
I'd probably go to the fights. Well, that's a lie. I used to drive 4 hours twice a month to see my family, so.
But yeah, I think the family part is the...
Yeah. Sorry, I know people in the UK visit family.
Of course.
But I have heard people complain
about driving
that,
too far.
Yeah,
and it's not that far.
It's like what I do to get my mail.
Yeah, there are social media people, like personalities, who specifically there's that I know of, a British guy and a French guy, and they both of them are like, you have no idea how big this place is.
Oh yeah, that moved to America.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys that did the same thing in Canada as well.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like,
same shit.
I said I wanted to see the Rocky Mountains, and I'm living in, I think he was in Saskatchewan somewhere. I think he was in Regina, and it's like a 10-hour drive. And people
Good
are like,
Christ.
"Oh yeah, we'll plan like a long weekend trip." And he's like, "No." But my family used to go on a ski trip twice a year, and we drove 8.5 hours to get there. So.
Like driving to LA was it's about 6 hours on the road. I've done that for long weekends, like when we did Bud Madrimov.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty standard.
But yeah, I guess priorities, and it's also relative. Like, because for me, driving 6 hours, not that big of a deal. But
yeah. Nah.
But keeping family out of it, because that's totally different circumstances.
But I'm super excited we got a comment, even if it's a pissed off one.
Oh, we also Pedro has been commenting on our stuff too. So hi, Pedro.
Has he?
Yeah.
Where do people comment? Because I only listen on YouTube.
Yeah, they're commenting on YouTube.
Ah, shit! I'm just too early, I guess. I got my notification turned on, so.
But I think that's gonna do it for like our unrelated stuff. Like we were talking last time, as we shift away from Punch, who has been accepted by his troop. They took his plushie away. They gave it to another like a orphaned baby.
Nice.
Not baboon or macaque. I think it was a chimpanzee.
Okay.
But they gave it to another baby that needs a cuddle friend. And as we shift our animal focus, the pygmy hippo that was born here in Arizona a few weeks ago is named Jellybean.
That's a perfect name for pygmy hippos.
Yes, it's very, very cute. There's already the online discussion of Jellybean versus Mudang.
Mudang.
Yep. Of course. Like, why do we have to pit women against each other? Why can't we just build each other up?
Just be friends.
Yeah, dude. They're just fellow lady hippos being homies. Like, what's the problem?
Named after food.
Is that what Mudang is?
Mudang's like fatty pork bowls, yeah.
Oh, fuck. There's a dish in Korea. It's called odang, and it's like fish cake.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
not quite the same. But then, like, when I heard mudang, I was like, huh, is that like beef cake? Just dumb.
I think it's pork. I think it's pork.
But we'll keep up with Jellybean, see what sort of shenanigans she gets up to. But into the boxing news. Finally. Well, is it? The IBF has stripped Janibek. I'm trying to think. Finally, because like technically yes, he did pop for PEDs, but
yes,
the medical circumstances behind it. If we take Team Janibek at their word,
I think they did release some medical records to the boxing commission or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the hospital for something with stroke-like symptoms. And that one he popped for is, if I understand the science properly, and I might not, it helps your body use sugar more efficiently. So I don't really know how that one helps with a stroke, but I am not a medical doctor, so maybe that's super obvious to people who know stuff. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
maybe it was just him trying to cover up that he was healing from being in the hospital and took steroids.
Using sugar more efficiently, that does sound like you're cutting weight.
Yeah.
So this still smells like, oh dang, still a little fishy, but
Yeah. But if he really had a stroke, I fucking hate when boxers go back in the ring after stuff like that.
yes, major medical issues. Like, dog, if you genuinely had a stroke, as you claim, it's time to call it quits. Like,
Yeah, like, you've made a lot of money, it's not worth dying.
right. Open a gym. You're Kazakhstan, like, fucking team up with Triple G, get another energy drink out there.
Yeah, like,
There's other
I'm
shit
sure
you can do, man.
Yeah. You don't have to not work. You just need to not get punched in the head for a living.
Or cut like 30 fucking pounds to make weight for a fight, like 2 or
That-
3 times a year.
That's true too, yeah.
I guess we'll have to keep watching to see how this shapes out. Like, not necessarily like the IBF, they've stripped him, so that ship has sailed. WBO gave him that retroactive suspension. The Kazakh Commission gave him that retroactive suspension.
Of like 1 year, which he was probably going to be off anyway.
Right. If he had a stroke, like a year is not a lot of time to be taken off. Like, you should be taking more, if not indefinite.
Like, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll see how this shapes out, because things are still fishy here. Frank Sanchez, his knee was inflamed, I think was the word. So his fight with Richard Torres, that was the co-main for Fundora Thurman. That fight has been postponed. Brian Mendoza versus Yoenis Tellez is now the co-main.
Mendoza's fun.
Yes.
Like, that should be a good co-main. Probably better than Richard Torres, to be honest.
Mendoza
I just
is
don't
fun.
like the heavyweights very much.
Yeah. Shanada biases.
They don't throw any punches.
I think Richard Torres would have thrown a lot. If
He
anyone,
is more active,
yeah,
yeah.
If anyone was going to make it stinky, it would have been Frank. Not just because he's Cuban, but like also because his knee, it's a known issue.
old.
Yeah, it's a known issue.
Yeah.
And that he's a Cuban like 33, so he's probably like 40.
Exactly.
But Brian Mendoza is fun, as you put it. Yoenis Tellez, I don't remember if he's been back since he lost to Abbas Baru, but he did give a spirited performance even in that loss. So this is not a bad comeback for Tellez. It's a winnable comeback.
Yeah, this one isn't like a foregone conclusion or anything. I think it'll be a fun co-main. I think it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, it should be competitive. Mikaela Mayer has parted ways with Top Rank. She's now signed with Most Valuable Promotions. MVPW, I think, is the subsidiary that they're using.
Oh,
For the
okay.
women-
I
for
was
the
like, what the
women
fuck's
stable,
Yeah, what the
yeah.
fuck's the W? But yeah.
It's watermelon.
I'm just slow.
What was nice was Mikaela Mayer took to social media and she's been saying, like, I'm beyond grateful for the time I had with Top Rank. It was like the most wonderful 10 years ever. I'm grateful to Todd Dubois for taking a chance on me. I would not be who I am or in the position that I'm in without Top Rank. It's just nice to see somebody like parting ways with a promoter and not saying like, fuck that snake.
Yeah. Well, and MVP is the place for the women.
It is.
Like,
Absolutely.
they get the women big fights, and they have fucking most of the good women boxers right now. So it should be easier to make some big fights.
The only one missing from like of the major women that are not signed with MVP, Clarissa Shields and Gabby. I don't know who else. Lauren Price, maybe? I think she's with Boxer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't pay that much attention. Is Caroline Dubois MVP now?
She is now.
Yeah. I think this is a good move. And like you said, it's nice to see they're not burning bridges.
Yeah, I think they'll do business again. MVP and Top Rank. I think they will anyway.
And MVP, they don't really have a TV deal, but they seem to be able to get their boxers
MVPW has a TV deal with ESPN.
Oh, do they?
Yes. Yeah, we
So-
talked about it, where it was like they probably don't have to pay as much because it's women's fights,
Yeah.
but they'll still pay a decent premium, at least.
Top Rank needs some sort of broadcast deal.
Speaking of Top Rank's woes, Teofimo Lopez tweeted, then deleted within a span of like 2 minutes. Quote, "I may never fight again." His words.
I mean, the almost instant deletion, I assume this is just Tio having a bad day.
Yeah, that was something I didn't put into Discord, was like, I know what a depressive episode feels like. And I
Yeah.
want to type into Twitter, like, I would prefer to set myself on fire than have to fucking deal with anything right now.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure his dad had just gotten finished chewing him out or something.
My dad was a piece of shit too, Teofimo. If you need to talk about it, bro, I'm here for you.
Hard shell tacos.
That's the whole fucking point of hard shell tacos.
I don't know. Like I've said it a million times. I just feel bad for Tio.
Yep. I do too. I will still, if I ever get a chance to meet him and shake his hand, I will shake his hand with the Zoloft pill in my hand to pass it to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you want this? I'm telling you, you want this. Moving on to Jordan Martinez, the guy that got the draw with Arturo Popoca. I think he goes by Cardenas now. But he got the draw. He signs with Matchroom. So, fuck yeah, dude.
Nice.
Local kid making it big.
He has a greasy fucking box rec photo. Oh
Yeah.
my god, have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
But that Matchroom's a big signing. That's good for him.
There's it's a social media video that goes around. It's a guy is getting his like mustache like trimmed up, and the voiceover is like a fake cholo barber. It's like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get you looking all firme. It's like doing the fake whistle.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he looks like.
that is what he
Is
looks
that
like.
guy getting his?
Doesn't look bad, but that is just the most.
It's a look.
Yeah.
It is a look. Speaking of looks, Ashton Silva is coming back. He will be fighting, I don't know if he signed with MF Pro or Queensberry, but he's going to be fighting on the Wilder Chisora undercard. So, good to see
I
him
gotta
back.
see a picture. Oh, nice. Yeah, I recognize his picture.
Yeah, good to see
They
him
have
making
quite a
moves.
few Americans on that undercard. Are they trying to make it like a America versus US thing?
US versus UK. So, like,
Yeah.
would that be US, UK? Would that be you suck?
Yes. Yes, it would.
You suck because you won't travel 45 minutes to see your family. That's not true because you absolutely would. But yeah, you know what? I think that would be a solid way to build the card out.
Yeah, I mean, people really get into that.
Yeah, the
I'm not
national-
very patriotic, so
when the only time that it comes into play for me is when I don't know who I'm going to cheer for. So let's weigh our options. Are they American? No, then I'm not cheering for them. Are they Latino? Yes, then I'm cheering for them. But it just goes down like the flow chart. And that's only if it's like I don't... Well, like Wilder, Chisora, like, man, I'm going for the American, of course. I have to.
Nah, I'm back in Chisora.
Yeah, well, so what if I think he's actually going to win? I'm still going with Wilder. Ignore the evidence of your eyes and ears.
I mean, that one's just going to be fun.
Should be a good time.
That is one of the few heavyweight fights that I'm like, this is just going to be entertaining. Hopefully. But I can't see Chisora not making it entertaining. Chisora is always entertaining.
Usually entertaining. He's put on some stinkers.
But I didn't see those, so they don't count.
Oh, okay then. I was going to say, like, his fights with Dillian White were just bad. Hot garbage.
Yeah, I don't think I saw those.
His fight with Usyk, not very entertaining.
He tried his best to make it entertaining. Chisora sounding like a dying wildebeest in the corner was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Like in the Dillian White fights, like he would did a lot of taunting and showboating, and I think at one point he had Dillian White like they had tied up, and then he kind of got over to the top of him, and so like Dillian White was like bent over and the ref was coming over, and then Derek Chisora just like thrust it on his head.
Oh,
yeah, so that was pretty funny. Oh man, Bam, moving up to bantamweight. He is aiming.
Has me stressed the fuck out.
Aiming for WBA champ Antonio Vargas.
Because they recessed my boy again. They give him no time. No
what
time.
do you mean? Like they brought him out of recess and then put him back?
Yeah, so he is injured. He had to postpone his next fight. And so they instantly put him back in recess. They give Seiya Satsumi 0 time. Because the last time they recessed him for his eye, they put him in recess like a month after his fight, I think. And he fought within that same year for sure. I think it was within 7 months. And
which was the Donaire fight, right?
Yeah, other champions don't get recessed like that.
No, they don't.
I don't know why they're fucking with Seiya so bad. Like, I don't understand it, because he had to postpone his fight. But he fought Donaire, what, in February?
I think so.
Like, it wasn't long ago. And this next fight that they were talking about with Vargas, he had to postpone, but champions postpone fights all the fucking time and don't get recessed.
I can only say that at least they didn't strip him.
I guess, but...
It's a small consolation, but...
Anyways, if he has to come back to BAM, I think the Sutsumi train might get derailed.
Yeah, I would...
Yeah, I'm still gonna ride with him, but it's not gonna be fun.
Now you know how I feel about Wilder versus Chisora.
It's not like I don't cheer for people I know are losing all the time, Leo.
Sometimes it's just what you must do, is
stay
aboard the ship as it goes down.
I can't abandon my guy. And I love BAM. Like, it's not like I'm cheering against BAM, but I haven't met BAM in person, so.
He's very unassuming.
He seems like a really nice guy.
He is a nice guy. And if he didn't have tattoos on his face, You
Oh
would,
my
you
god,
would
they're
think
so bad.
they are, but like, if he didn't have those, you'd think he's like a teenager.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
looks
he's
really
kind
young.
of baby faced.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, sticking with your guy though, even though he might end up in a really poor position, that can we get somebody to point out to Nova Scotia boxing, like, look, this is how you do it. All right, you made your pick and you fucking ride with it, and that's it. Or if you want to jump off, then admit it and say, I was wrong. I made a bad choice. And then look at that.
Well, and some of us cheer with our hearts and not with our heads, and that's fine. That's part of boxing.
Yeah, like with Barrios versus Ryan. If we didn't put the draw option out there, I would have been with Barrios. Just because, like, I would like to see Ryan lose to a fucking shitter. That would just be too funny.
I want the Rolly rematch, and I want Rolly to just do the same thing.
That is actually a good news point that I forgot about. Apparently, take social media posts for whatever they're worth. Haney Garcia 2 is in the works, and it's going well. The negotiations are going well. But that flies in the face of what we heard previously of Haney versus Raleigh. That was allegedly in late stage serious negotiations. So I don't know what to make of this.
I mean, Garcia must be more money.
Absolutely.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they pivot. Like, if they can.
But if Haney fights Raleigh, I would like to see Ryan fight Lewis Crocker, just so they could do the little tournament-ish.
Yeah, and unify.
Yep. And then
I guess it doesn't really matter which way you do it, though. Rolly versus Crocker could also do the same thing.
That's like the consolation bracket. But that's kind of that's what they rate, so whatever.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I would too. And not just because I'm a goddamn filthy neckbeard degenerate that never leaves my office because I'm watching fight sports all the goddamn time. Oscar Duarte, Angel Fierro in negotiations for the Zurdo Benavidez undercard. That's a fucking fireworks fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually kind of really like Oscar Duarte.
Yeah, he's solid.
And he's action, which is basically all I ask for.
Fierro is an all-action
Same
type
thing.
of dude, too. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, that would be a good undercard fight.
That is a straight-up war of attrition.
Yeah. And that would be a good setup for Zurdo Benavidez, I think.
I agree. Luis Neri will be fighting in April against, I think this is probably top 2, not 2, your absolute most favorite fighters ever. Jean-Riel Casimero?
Yeah. So I have made a new friend here in Japan. She's from Brazil. And she said she wants to come to that bar to a boxing match because I took her there on a different night and she had a lot of fun. And she's like, I want to see the boxing atmosphere. And I was like, okay, next card that I'm definitely watching that's not in Japan, we'll go. So these guys are fighting in Kyrgyzstan.
Why that?
So, because it's the Kamedas. They're doing a 3-day thing.
Festival, like a fight festival type of shit?
Yeah, well, and they always put music in between in Kyrgyzstan. And this is the Saturday fight in Japan. I might be Sunday morning. But anyways, I told her I would book us 2 seats at the bar for this one. And I was like, you'll love it because it's 2 fucking villains fighting and everyone hates both of them.
2
Because
villains of Japan. Like,
yeah, Louis Neri is hated in Japan and John Riel Casimiro is hated in Japan. And I'm like, the fight's probably going to be shit because Casimiro has looked like ass.
yeah, JRC is hot garbage. He has been for quite some time.
Yeah.
Neri,
and
I think, bops him.
Fat as fuck. Yeah, Neri's going to knock him out. Like, I'm going to have to ride with Neri on this one, which hurts me to say, but it's going to happen.
Lesser of 2 evils situation.
But I was like, this has all the boxing drama. Like, we're going to have to go for drinks before so I can tell you who the Kamedas are, why they're in Kyrgyzstan and they don't promote in Japan very often, who Louis Neri is and what he did, and who John Riel Casimiro is and why we hate him. So,
don't forget the...
For her, it's going to be a, like, multi-day lesson on boxing villain history.
You got to catch up on the lore. Like, Luis Neri beating Shinsuke Yamanaka back in the day. Like,
blowing weight twice, popping for peds
the first time, and
getting banned by the JBC and
getting
I think he's unbanned.
Getting banned by the government of Japan.
From
ever being allowed back into Japan.
And then having it lifted so that Inoue could beat his ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot
honestly,
of story here.
This fight is not going to be that good, but I think it's a great one if she wants to go watch one boxing match.
This is, I think, as close to professional wrestling as boxing can get. There's just so much drama around these 2 fighters and the promoters.
And just everything. Because she's going to ask, why are they in Kyrgyzstan?
Why? What do you mean?
Kameda is really working on, Kyrgyzstani? Like, is it their own language?
Yes, Kyrgyz.
Okay. I wasn't sure what it was called. But he's really been working on it, so it's going to be a Japanese dude giving a speech in Kyrgyzstani. It's
wonderful.
It's going to be fucking great.
That's what dreams are made of.
If she is not even casually interested in boxing, but she listens because she's my friend. So this is going to be perfect for that, I think.
Right, like I said, the storyline is too good. So you don't have to even really know how the fight plays out. Like, when I was a kid and I watched wrestling a lot, I got to watch, like, Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night SmackDown, and then the storylines conclude on the pay-per-views that happen on, like, Saturday or Sunday. I never got to watch those, so I never saw how the storylines concluded or who won.
You had to figure it out from context the next week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is an instance where you get to see how the storyline finishes, in a way. But
yeah. Anyways, I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's really fun. Oh man, speaking of fun, bare knuckle boxing signs Victor Ortiz and John Molina. I'm a little bit more concerned about Ortiz.
Yeah.
He's been out for a while. He's had a rough go of it. Molina has a lot of mileage on the clock for sure, but I don't know. I feel like he retired much sooner, at a better time at least, than Ortiz did. So, regardless, the retirement league continues to pad its roster.
Yeah, I really don't like bare knuckle boxing.
I don't either.
I don't watch it at all. It's kind of gross.
Quite. Oh, speaking of gross, Tommy the Hitman Hearns is under guardianship and conservatorship.
Yeah, I think Tommy's been going really downhill quickly.
His health, yes.
Yeah, wasn't there? They kind of said it wasn't real, but wasn't there rumors he wandered away and was a little lost? Like they were looking for him?
I hadn't heard of that.
Maybe I have the wrong retired boxer. You know how I am with names.
Yeah.
But there was. Just let me Google it.
While you're looking, like, you know how there's those shitty prediction markets where you can gamble on real life events and stuff?
I really don't like those.
I don't either. One way, you don't have to gamble on Tommy Hearns' life, because that's just fucking disgusting. Man, and now I'm about to follow it up with something that's also pretty scummy. This is a good time. Buy some autograph merch.
Okay,
And wait
so
a while.
I had the right guy, but it's been reported as false. But last December, there was social media like Tommy Hearns has gone missing, yada yada yada.
That's crazy.
And
I never heard of that.
The rumors was his dementia had gotten worse, and he had wandered away from home, and nobody knew exactly where he was. But they came out and said that that was not true. So maybe I'm just spreading rumors.
When was that? December?
Yeah, last December.
Jeez. Kind of makes you wonder, though.
I mean, maybe being under conservatorship is not the worst thing
No.
if his health is that bad.
Right.
As long as it's good people taking care of him, and
Not
it
like,
might not be.
Not like a Britney Spears situation.
Yeah.
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 But get your autograph memorabilia now, because it's going to go up like at least 10 times in cost.
Yeah, well, if he's getting that sick, he's not going to be making new autographs.
Just a very good friend of mine. He's a big time Tommy Hearns fan. It's like his favorite fighter ever. So like
Not a bad choice.
every every other year or something, like I would get him a Tommy Hearns autograph something, like like the baseball cards that are of boxers, or a big 8x10 prints. Like I got one that was Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns, and another one that was Roberto Duran and Tommy Hearns.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The one that was Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns, was like $1,500.
Yeah.
Because Marvin Hagler. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying buy the stuff now so that you can flip it later. I'm saying buy it now so you can have it for yourself.
Yeah, it's sad to see your heroes get old.
Yeah.
Because how old is Tommy now? He must be like my dad's age, like 70?
70s?
67. That's too young to need conservatorship. It's too bad.
But with boxing
Yeah.
mileage though, like his brain is probably like 90 something.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, just I don't know. If you're the praying type, pray for the Hearns family. Moving to your boy, Katsuma
Yeah.
Akitsugi has been added to the Tenshin Nasukawa Juan Francisco Estrada undercard.
I'm gonna have to buy a ticket that Tension is headlining, and that annoys me.
You could leave before the main event.
I'm not gonna do that. It's Estrada.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited. Akitsugi's been on the pro box circuit for a while. He's been living in America a lot longer than I originally thought. I looked into him a little bit when they announced this. He's been trying to get his permanent residency in the States.
Nice.
So he hasn't been home for years. So Akitsugi was supposed to fight Lover. That was pretty deep into talks. And I was super excited about that. So
Yeah.
I was a little bummed when it got canceled.
We talked
But
about
it
it
got
last week.
canceled. Yeah, it got canceled for a good reason. Because Pro Box went out of their way to make a deal with Tekken so that Akitsugi could fight in Japan and visit his family, according
that's
to the
nice.
Boxing Scene podcast. Yeah.
That does sound like something that they would do for him.
Yeah. And I'm super excited for him. And I'm super excited to see him live. It's going to be great. And if ProBox can make some deals with Tekken, I think that'll be big for them.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they could bring Japanese fighters over, send their guys over to Japan.
Yeah, get the ProBox like name in front of the Japanese because it's free on YouTube here.
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know that many Japanese boxing fans know about ProBox because why would they?
Right.
So I think this is going to work out really well for everybody. I'm super excited about this.
That would be a good entry into the Japanese market, just in general.
Yeah, and like you said, the Tekken probably wants to send some of their guys to America, get them in front of an American audience.
Yeah, that's always a big problem. The problem that they're gonna come across, and it's just Americans being Americans. Like, if you send Japanese fighters over, you better send a good interpreter. Otherwise, you better be taking your boys to some classes for English, because people get fucking annoyed hearing a foreign language here. It's stupid.
Yeah, well,
but-
people are dicks.
yeah, it's stupid, but
I think most of the boxers that are really trying to go big work on their English. You don't see it because they don't want to do the interviews in English, because that must be fucking stressful, trying to speak a second language in front of a crowd.
after a fight too.
Yeah, like Seiya Satsumi is really working on his English. He gave a really short speech, but a speech in English at the Ring Awards.
Nice.
I don't know if you saw it, but... And even before that, when I met him, like, I tried to speak Japanese and fucked it up because I was fangirling, and he really tried with his English.
That's really cool.
It was great. Yeah, yeah. Because he could have just, like, signed my shit and left, but
Right.
he spent, like, a whole minute trying to talk to me. It was really nice. Anyways, I'm super excited to see Akitsugi. Death by 1,000 Cuts. I don't know how you shorten that nickname, but I want that to be his nickname. The Japanese firecracker or whatever is fine, I guess.
What if it's just 1,000 cuts?
There must be a cool name for that torture, right?
In
In
there
Japanese,
has to be.
Yeah.
There's something. There has to be like a.
a short
Yeah.
way, yeah.
Last bit. Alexander Usyk has outlined his last 3 fights. Number 1, Rico Verhoeven. Number 2,
Nobody cares.
right? No. Number 2, the winner of Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. Not bad. If it's Wardley, nice. If it's Dubois, boo. And then,
But you can't say you're fighting Wardley if Dubois beats him.
yes, that's true. And then the Fury trilogy. Just,
I don't want to see that at all.
I would swap Fury trilogy with Wilder if he beats Chisora. Same way with, like, if Dubois beats Wardley, I would drop that from my next fights list.
I would like to see his last fight be against somebody younger.
Caballero? Huh?
Yeah? Like, just somebody in the next generation and do a passing of the torch. Because Usyk Fury, nobody gives a shit now. You don't need a trilogy for that.
I think it's just
And-
money.
I know it's just money, but I don't care. Usyk's made so much fucking money.
Yeah.
I did see Usyk's English getting better has made his funny personality come out much easier. Because he's always been funny. But I saw he's like, I don't want to fight Atauma. I don't want to break his spirit. He's a young guy. I don't want to ruin him.
Yeah, that was the way that I had heard it, was I don't want to ruin him. Like, damn, dude. That's strong words. But what it interests me is that all of this I don't want to break him type of shit, like, Caballel does not seem to be in the same conversation.
No.
And that to me is odd.
Yeah, I haven't heard Usyk say his name at all.
I would drop, because Rico Verhoeven, it's for the title. God, gross.
If it wasn't for the title, if it was some exhibition, whatever, go get your money.
This is bullshit. But you get to have your bullshit, then you have to fight Caballel. That's the mandate.
I don't mind the Wardley Dubois winner. Whatever.
Fine. Yeah, fine. That's whatevs, but
Caballel needs his shot.
he's earned his shot. Like, God.
He's been waiting for fucking ever.
Fury trilogy, as washed as he is, this is like a personal bias gonna be on very clear display. As washed as he is, even if Wilder lost to Chisora, I would rather see Usyk fight Wilder than fight the trilogy with Fury.
Yeah, but I don't really want to see either of those fights.
If I had to pick,
if I had
Wilder.
to pick between those two, I would pick Wilder. But I don't want those two to be the conversation.
No. Wardley, Itauma, Caballel. School the next generation of heavyweights. And then
Exactly.
drop the belts and say, have fun, boys.
Yeah, Mike
Your daddy is
drop,
going
I'm
to be over
fucking out.
here.
Yeah, exactly. But beating Fury again does nothing.
No. Beating Dubois again does nothing for me either.
Honestly, after he said these 3 fights, I kind of hope Rico catches him. He's not going to win, but I hope he knocks Usyk on his ass once. It's not going to happen. Entirely wishful thinking. But it would be amazing.
What, is he going to get... Rico's going to catch Usyk with a body shot that's going to get ruled a low blow instead?
Maybe.
I just wanted to throw that one back in there. But yeah, that's all we got in the news, though. Unless something else came up.
I don't think so.
No. Yeah, I'm not. I can't think of anything.
You've
either.
been pretty on the news.
I do my best. All right. Let me put some info in here. Let's see. Social media stuff. LVX Media Net. That's the social media handle fucking everywhere. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. Wherever you are listening, if you could hit us with a rating, if the app that your app of choice offers ratings, that would be really helpful. If you are feeling a little extra, a review would be nice. If I'm really working on this, I'm trying to figure out how to make it possible for you to sync my calendar to your device, because I feel I have a pretty thorough and pretty fucking excellent, easy to use, easy to read, easy to navigate boxing calendar, lvxmedia.net/boxing. And while you're there, lvxmedia.net/wayside, I have an article in the chute. We'll see when that comes out. Do you have that nagging feeling of being exposed when you're online? In today's world, a simple antivirus isn't enough. Your digital life, your photos, your bank accounts, your family's privacy, it all needs more than just a basic firewall. You need Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes is your complete shield against the chaos of the internet. The powerful next-generation antivirus instantly quarantines threats, locks down malware before it can do any damage. But it doesn't stop there. It includes an ultra-fast, ultra-private VPN to encrypt your connections, keeping your location and data private while you're on public Wi-Fi. Plus, the integrated ad blocker makes your browsing cleaner and faster. Whether you're protecting your personal machine or securing the whole household, Malwarebytes is a plan for you. Go to lvx.be/mwb. Find the subscription that's right for you. Don't wait for the next error message. Take control of your digital piece at lvx.be/mwb. All right. Here we go on the recaps. It's pretty light. Eye of the Tiger on DAZN. This one was in Montreal. There were 4 fights that I was tracking here. Steve Claggett gets a stoppage in 2 over, like, who gives a shit? 21-12-2. Alejandro Frias. John Orobio gets a stoppage in 5. Leonard Perez gets a UD win over Isaac Chilemba. I was saying on social media, I had said, I posed it as an open question. Should we be maybe dialing back our expectations of Perez? He dominated every round. There's no question that he swept it. But this is still Isaac Chilemba. This is the type of dude you should be getting out.
Yeah. I mean, Chilemba has a chin.
Veteran tactics, too.
Yeah. But it's not like he can't be knocked out. I don't know. I had the Tiger, just, they're always mismatches. You can't tell shit about their fighters.
Like, Perez looks impressive. Like, he's a cruiserweight, he's tall, he's really muscular. So, like, he looks the part. But, like, Isaac Chilemba, dude, you should be mopping the floor with this guy. If you are what Eye of the Tiger says you are. Anyway.
But Eye of the Tiger never challenges their fighters, so you can't tell. Like,
yeah, you're right.
You don't know what somebody's made of until they have to show you. Because if he was dominating the entire fight, maybe he just didn't want to take any chances getting hit with a big one. You know?
Yeah.
Which is fair. It's cruiserweight. Anybody can knock you out.
Chilemba, though? Like, he wasn't even really that much of a power threat at 175. And that was some years ago. Now he's at 200? I don't know. 15 fights in. We know how, like, boxing records tend to be a little bit padded when you're at the beginning stages of your career. So this is a step up-ish, half step up to a veteran.
I mean, it's a name I recognize, which is the first one on his box rec I recognize.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, throw him a bone here. Like, what good can we take away from this? Because, like you said, Eye of the Tiger, they just are allergic to challenging their fighters.
I never tell anyone to watch Eye of the Tiger cards. And people give me shit. They're like, you're Canadian and they're Canadian and you should... I'm like, but they suck. I guess if you want to watch knockouts, because there's always knockouts on Eye of the Tiger cards.
The 4 that we were tracking, 3 were knockouts.
Yeah.
So.
But they're one-sided mismatches.
Oh, man, speaking of one-sided mismatches, Stephen Butler knocks out Ramadan Hisseni in the second. I think I have a video clip of that up on Twitter. That was where I was trying to get people to shit on Leonard Perez with me.
Nice.
But that's it for that card. Moving to Saturday, March 7th, Pro Box. This wasn't a Pro Box proper card. This was, well, it was another card that got picked up by Pro Box. I'm just really, really on the ball today. 2 fights that I kept track of. Angel Ureña gets the UD over Roy Casanova. I only really kept track because Casanova. But it was a really fun fight. Ureña, I think he got cut. And Casanova was really going for it. Ended up scoring a late knockdown. And Jaciel Amador beats Pedro Delgado in the main event. I think that was for a regional, WBA regional title. And then the Ureña, I think, was a WBC regional title.
This was the card in Mexico, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was Mexican sluggers doing what they do.
Yeah. It was fun, but like I didn't really recognize any names or anything.
And the professionalism continues. Zuffa Boxing 4 at the Meta Apex in Las Vegas. Moving up the bill, the first ever majority draw in Zuffa history. We know how prestigious that designation is. And then they had another majority draw. So, 2-for-1 special. Vlad Panin stops Shenard Bunch in the 9th. Not bad. Not bad of a fight. It was, as it went down the stretch, they started to bring up and continued to refer a lot to Shenard Bunch's personal life difficulties. I think they said like his father was murdered not that long ago. And
that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing in the ring right now, bro? Go. That is way more important.
But, I mean, you gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, I guess. Moving up, Ricardo Salas stops Jesus Saracha. Jokes. Saracho is his name.
They said his name wrong every time on the broadcast.
Every single time.
He is not Tabasco sauce.
Because, like the Zuffa, it's Zuffa promotions or whatever. But it's Max Kellerman, Joe Tessitore, and Andre Ward. Andre, I'll give you a pass. The other two, I don't want to hear anybody ever say a fucking thing to me about mispronouncing names. Ever again. That's Max Kellerman and Joe Tessitore.
Yeah, like Andre Ward is the boxer, so he gets a pass at being a little less professional with names and stuff.
Yeah.
But those other two, it's their fucking job
It's your
to say
goddamn
people's
job.
names right. Like,
You
and
have
it's not a
fighter
hard
meetings
name.
where you talk about this stuff.
It's not a hard name.
Sriracha.
Yeah.
Not hard.
Like, it's not like one of those Czech names
The
that's...
Thai names are fucking ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, like, Sriracha is not a hard name to say.
Yeah.
Also, I know this is not the point of our podcast. He has a cool-ass tattoo. I really like his, like, Aztec statue tattoo on his chest.
Let's have a look.
I thought it was super well done.
Ricardo Salas was 22-2-2. So isn't that nice?
But yeah, Sriracha has a badass tattoo. I really like it. It's very clean.
Microsoft, if I ever find out who your mother is. There are few things that just really fucking upset me. One of them is when my computer doesn't do the things I tell it to do.
Yeah.
I paid a very good amount of money to make sure that it never even thinks twice about anything that I want it to do. That is really dope. It's a Quetzalcoatl. It's the creator god of the Aztec.
Yeah. I wasn't 100% sure if that's who it was. And I know Damel would give me shit in the chat if I got it wrong.
But yeah. So that was the co-main. In the main event, IBF Cruiserweight Champion, Jai Opetaia takes Brandon Glanton the distance to claim the inaugural Zuffa Cruiserweight title. Man, if I had my choice, IBF, Zuffa. What title do I want? Just fuck me, Zuffa, all the way. I just cannot think of anything more storied with the history, the prestige.
And it's such a pretty belt, too.
It's so good looking. That's like a mantelpiece right there. Like, oh my god, I have seen Burger King toys that look more appealing than that.
It looks like those shitty knockoff, like, WWE belts that are like
Plastic.
WWN at Walmart.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like the guys in the chat just kept putting up Casio watches.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen.
So the drama behind this one, if you haven't heard, is the IBF was going to sanction this fight. They had already given Opetaia and Zuffa. They gave it their blessing. And then throughout the promotion, they made the IBF title look secondary. Like they had it off to the side, cut out of pictures.
They never talked about it.
They never mentioned it by name. They just acted like it didn't exist. Like it was just this red thing that Jai carries around with him for some reason, like his safety blankie or something. So IBF withdrew their sanctioning of the fight
the day before the fight, which is also pretty bullshit.
Yes. So Dana White and the Zuffa team have been saying that they want to take the IBF to court because it's a concerted effort of the boxing industry to punish Jai Opetaia for signing with Zuffa and punishing Zuffa. And so my only reaction to that was, and this is me kind of making up what they say, but for the sake of the point, Zuffa comes into the boxing world and says, "Hi, we're Zuffa. Fuck all of you. Fuck your belts. Fuck your weight classes. Fuck your sanctioning bodies. Fuck your champions. Fuck your WBC president. Fuck all of you." And then a few months later, why doesn't anyone want to work with us? And quit fucking crying. You either want to be a disruptor or you want to shut the fuck up and play ball. Which one do you want?
The whole situation's fucking stupid. It's grown men having pissing contests, like, and I do feel bad for Jai because he clearly believed them when they said he could keep his belt and fight for the other ones. And I don't think Jai Opetaia is a very smart man.
I was gonna say, I think he's a little bit of an airhead.
Yeah, like. Maybe not smart is too harsh on him, but I don't think he pays attention to any of this. I don't think he knows about the controversies and stuff. I don't think he understood that this might be a problem before he signed. I think his managers lied to him and told him it was all figured out and he just believed them.
He trusted them.
Yeah, and I just don't think Jai did his due diligence with this signing. I think he just believed a bunch of bullshit from people he shouldn't have believed. And I do feel bad for him. His job is to go box and whatever. But it's so fucking stupid. And that post-fight
the interview,
they didn't talk to each other at all. Max Kellerman came out and gave a little speech about Zuffa and how the other belts don't matter and how Jai is now the undisputed Zuffa champion. And Jai gave a speech about how he wants to unify the titles.
Yeah, that the four, like, getting all four is his goal. He has no intention of moving up to heavyweight until he accomplishes that. He made that extremely clear.
Yeah, and I don't think his Zuffa contract's gonna allow that.
He's just gonna keep defending the Zuffa cruiserweight title?
Knocking over cans like he has been for the last 5 years.
His career, man, I take a lot of what Jacob told us about the Australian scene. I take that as pretty much as gospel. Like, I trust his word, right? I trust what he told us. So
yeah, and I think he's pretty plugged into the Australian boxing.
Exactly. I trust him as a source. So for him to tell us about how Jai was getting screwed, Tasman doesn't take care of their people. So of course Jai's gonna try to make a move into America where he can make bigger paychecks. And that was the first person that was knocking on his door was Zuffa.
Yeah, I just think Jai's been swindled.
Yeah, I agree completely.
I don't think it's entirely his fault. Like, his job is to box. But I do think he's pretty naive just believing everything that everyone says and clearly not even reading the, boxing news around him.
He trusted his management.
He seems... In horse racing, they wear blinders if the horse gets easily distracted. Jai has blinders on. And he has no idea what the fuck's happening outside his little window of training. And I do feel kind of bad for him. But it's also would have been very easy to avoid.
Josh had he had less to say on you kind of dug your own grave here with the title situation, and it was more about even if you are the number one cruiserweight ever right now, or active cruiserweight, why the fuck are you going the distance with Brandon Glanton?
Yeah, well, I guess we should talk about the actual fight as well. Fuck that referee. Fuck everything about that referee. He wanted to be the main character that night. It was ridiculous.
Are you looking at each other's arms? Fucking break.
Yeah, Glanton needed to be on the inside. And anytime he got there, if anyone's hand got caught for a second, the ref broke him. And he took points from each of them for holding.
Yeah, he did.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that guy's not going to get a call back from Zuffa.
I don't know. He might.
Maybe.
I mean, that kind of felt like protecting Jai.
It was, because Glanton was the one that was getting all the hard, quote unquote, hard warnings. So I'm actually surprised that Jai got a point docked. I really am.
I mean,
the holding was excessive, but
with all the warnings Jai had gotten, he had to take a point.
If you're going to take one from Glanton.
Well, and he'd already taken 2 from Glanton at that point.
One was for holding. What was the other one?
I think low blows.
I think you're right. Low blows. Yeah.
He landed a couple low blows, yes, but I didn't think it warranted a point.
Yeah, if Hirooka is not going to get a point docked. Wait, did he get a point docked? I don't remember.
He did after that
the
really
second
bad
one.
one.
Yeah.
He did get a point docked.
I was thinking of I don't know what I was thinking of. My brain is mush. Yeah, Hirooka got a point docked. You're right.
But the fight itself was pretty boring.
It was underwhelming.
And Jai has shit footwork. I hadn't noticed how bad it was because I don't really watch his fights closely ever. But, Glanton was cutting off the ring, and Glanton's not a smooth operator by any sense.
Glanton was a college a D1 college defensive end. So he's got feet. Maybe
Yeah, but,
not
like,
boxing feet, but
I was gonna say for boxing, it's not like he's got. It's fine.
he's not Bam or Lomachenko.
He's not pulling sweet moves. He's not doing crazy pivots. He's not like. He's walking basically in a straight line and sidestepping, and he was able to stop Jai from escaping.
Yeah, I think something else Josh had pointed out was that when Opetaia, when he went down, and it wasn't knockdowns, but he fell over because he like tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, Jai was crossing himself up trying to get away from Glanton, and if you are the number one and as good as people say, you should be able to do that without falling.
Not crossing your feet is like boxing 101.
That was like the first thing they worked on in karate classes when I was a kid. Like,
yeah, when we did like basic hand-to-hand stuff in the military, like in boot camp, where you just do like the white belt is the equivalent that you would understand.
Yeah.
So when you're doing white belt stuff, it's like you don't cross your feet, don't put your thumbs into your fucking fist. Oh,
yeah, like
baby stuff.
I think every combat sport, the first thing is don't let your feet get in a straight line even. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, Jai was not impressive to me at this fight. Like maybe we should cut him some slack because he was being told that he was getting stripped and stuff, and it was probably really bothering him because that's clearly important to him. But
it is clearly important to him. Yes.
I've never been super impressed with Jai. He's got power, but he's been fighting bums.
Something that the broadcast pointed out a lot, that to me it wasn't the flex that they think it is, that they thought it was when they brought up fighting Myris Briedis with a broken jaw. And it's like,
why the fuck is old man Briedis catching you like that?
Right, exactly. How is a 40-year-old man breaking your jaw when you're like a 20-something fucking stud? How is this happening?
I mean, if Jai's whole thing was I'm a pressure fighter and I get in the mix and I tough it out, like somebody like say a Satsumi, then it's a bit of a brag, right? Like his whole thing is heart and toughness. But Jai's whole thing is supposed to be like power, and they're trying to sell him as kind of finesse.
Yeah, finesse with power hands behind it.
Yeah, and if that's your thing, you shouldn't be getting caught like that. But I guess the other comparison kind of is Bam. Bam got caught and fought with a broken jaw as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it shows his toughness, but yeah, I don't know. I was not very impressed. And Brandon Glanton is made of fucking cement. Like, that dude took some hard shots.
I think he won
and
the
really
story of the night.
He didn't really take a step back even.
Like, he wasn't bothered by Opetaia's power. He was not concerned with Opetaia's supposed footwork. He was constantly cutting off the ring, keeping Opetaia in front of him, eating punt. Like, he took some good shots, and he still kept pressing forward. I feel Brandon Glanton won the story of the night. I think he's going to get a call from whoever Zurdo Benavidez, winner or loser even. He's going to get a call from one of them.
I hope so. Like, it's not that I don't want to see Jai get his belts, but I don't know. The whole Zuffa thing was a misstep.
Quite. I think it was being too trusting. I think he expected... He had been with Tasman for a while, so he expected he trusted that they had his best interest in mind, and that they knew his goal was undisputed, the 4-belt undisputed. They knew that's what he wanted. So when they said, yeah, that's going to be available to you, he trusted them.
Yeah.
But as I said on B-Sides, Jai, buddy, if you need somebody to read your shit, you let me know. I will sit down and fucking read every goddamn word of the contract for you. Because this Zuffa shit, this ain't it. Like, they are not going to get you to the goal, to your goals.
I think a lot, like the IBF pulled their sanctioning partly because of wording in their whatever mandate. Is that the right word? Where they can pull sanctioning if you're fighting with a different promotion. I can't remember the wording. But basically, if you're fighting for Mickey Mouse belts, we can unsanction the fight. And they declared Zuffa a Mickey Mouse belt.
They're not wrong.
No, but that was their reasoning, and if it goes to court, that'll be what they stand by. But the IBF almost never goes to court. I think they're just gonna pansy out. Ever since the IBF got caught for corruption and shit, I don't think they've been to court since.
Well, they play it hard by their rules, like verbatim.
Yeah.
If you can't fucking read them, then that's your problem, because we are going by the text.
Yeah. But, like, I think Jai needed to read all of the belts rules as well as his contract.
Like, I'm sure WBC would be willing to play ball with Zuffa, because I don't give a shit as long as I get paid.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Man, this sucks for... Because Zurdo... That was one of the things that I forgot to mention in the news. Zurdo Benavidez. Zurdo's the WBA, WBO Cruiserweight champ.
Yeah.
WBC is trying to insert themselves in with their commemorative belt. And it's like, what are... So the other two are saying, like, what the fuck are you doing? You have no stake in the game here. You have your champion over there with Norer Mikhailian. Go promote him or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. That Cruiserweight's in a weird spot right now.
Yeah. Anything more for our recaps?
No.
All right. Phone line 833-589-7637. I want to hear your spiciest takes. Tell me what you think about the Jai Opetaia situation. Ideally, send me a voice note in WhatsApp so I can cut your audio in. If you want to join us in the chat, the server, Discord, lvx.be/Discord, and if you would like some behind the scenes and ad-free stuff, lvx.be/Patreon. What if your best thinking day wasn't a lucky accident? What if you could access that clarity, that sharp focus, that feeling of being completely on whenever you need it? We live in a world of distraction, where mental fog can settle in before noon. You need a natural edge, a simple way to clear the noise and elevate your mind. Introducing psilocybin, the daily supplement powered by extraordinary magic mushrooms. For centuries, these mushrooms have been revered for the unique compounds that support brain health in very groovy ways. Psilocybin has harnessed that power, making it easy to integrate it into your daily routine. When you take psilocybin, you're not getting a jolt of caffeine or a rush of sugar. You're nurturing your mind's long-term health and inner tranquility. Experience better focus for complex tasks, sharper memory recall, or a consistent, calmer energy throughout the day. Whatever you need, psilocybin has a supplement for you. Ready to cut through the mental clutter? Are you ready to tap into your highest potential? Go to lvx.be/soul. That's lvx.be/soul. Get yourself a nice discount while helping us out while you're at it. Unlock your mind's clarity with psilocybin. Look around you. The food on your plate, the plants in the garden, they all depend on one tiny little hero, the honeybee. But bees are struggling, and the health of our planet is at stake, not to mention a third of what's on our dinner plate. Project Honeybee steps in with the belief that saving the bees can start with something beautiful. With a catalog of stunning bee-themed jewelry, necklaces, earrings, and charms that capture the spirit of the hive. When you wear a piece from Project Honeybees, you're not just wearing art, you're wearing your commitment to the buzzing buddies. Every single purchase directly funds conservation efforts, creating safe bee habitats, sponsoring research, and educating communities. It's beautiful jewelry with a purpose. Go to lvx.be/bees to get yourself a nice little discount and help us out in the process. Make an impact and look incredible while doing it. Find your next piece today at lvx.be/bees. Wear the change. Buzz, buzz, bitch. All right. Upcoming stuff. It's... I don't know. Is this a light weekend? Starting with Friday, March 20th, Misfits Pro in Belfast.
The fuck is this?
I don't know who these people are. Co-promoted by Conlon Boxing, if that helps. Mickey Conlon
That does help.
Is headlining against Kevin Walsh.
Mickey Conlon doesn't need to be fighting anymore.
He should be promoting. He was doing pretty good with that.
Yeah.
Him, his
Do I
brother, his
recognize
father.
the co-main? No, this is a different Kieran.
Yeah, not the same Kieran. I think Kieran Connolly is who you're thinking of.
I might be, yeah.
Moving on. Saturday, March 21st, starting off with the Brit Slap Band's Delight Matchroom at the Copper Box. Who do I recognize? Emmanuel Buttigieg, I know his name. Giorgio Visioli, I know that name. Jimmy Sains, I know that name. And in the main event, George Ledard versus Tyler Denny.
I know Ledard.
Yes. And I know Tyler Denny as well.
I gotta look at his picture. No, I don't think I know him. I mean, it's Brit Slop. It'll be what it is.
Lynn is probably losing her shit over this one.
She loves Ledard.
She does. Moving on to ProBox TV in San Bernardino, California. I only got two on this one. Joshua Anton versus Kudratilo Abdukakarov. It's a 10-round, 154 fight. And in the main event, Lester Martinez, Emmanuel Alim, interim WBC super middleweight title.
I'm super excited to see Lester again.
Me too.
I don't know much about Alim, but I'm hoping Lester can get like a nice, convincing win. Because I don't think it's going to be an easy fight, but...
I think Lester, especially if he's still with Bomac, I think he's going to... Maybe the first few rounds might be a little tough, but I think he'll be able to overcome it. I think Lester to me is the WBC champion. I think he would have beaten Mbili in a rematch. And
I do as well.
And they elevated Mbili prematurely. Lester Martinez, he has a lot. If he doesn't have high boxing IQ in himself, he is highly coachable.
Which is sometimes better.
It can be, yes. So with Bomac in your corner, that's It's like Robert Garcia. It's like you get the buff.
Yeah.
So
No, I really think Lester Martinez is the goods.
yeah, I agree.
And I want to see him do well. I've been watching interviews with him and stuff, and he just seems like a really happy guy. He's always just like, I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
I can't believe
I'm
my
just
dream
happy to
is
be
coming
here,
true.
everybody.
Yeah. He was
Are there
talking about
snacks? Who brought snacks? I brought snacks. I'm happy to be here.
Exactly. And it would be really cool for him to become the first Guatemalan world champion. I think that would be amazing.
First Guatemalan?
Yeah. I double checked it after last time. He would be the first Guatemalan world champion.
Excellent.
And he seems like a nice guy who deserves it. I would be sad if Lester loses.
I would be too, because he seems like such a just genuinely good person. Seems like a really nice guy.
Happy.
Yes.
I like happy people.
He's grateful.
Yeah.
Last bit. Matchroom on DAZN at the Caribe Royale in Orlando, Florida. There are some TBAs still on here. As I have been saying, I am very professional. Hold on a second. Let me make sure that these are not still TBAs. Travius Ingram. Just what an excellent name.
Excellent.
Moving up, Tara Moana is facing Curtis Harper. Is that the dude that walked out on F.A. Ajagba? Curtis Harper?
I think so. Maybe.
He is. Disqualified in the first. That's him.
Nice.
Tara Moana. Curtis, please walk out again.
He fucked that up so bad because they hadn't paid him. So if he hadn't have done the ring walk, he was free and clear. But he ring walked and stepped into the ring, so then he was in breach of contract.
Well, make sure that you do the ring walk and don't get in the ring this time, Curtis. Let's see. Like I said, I am professional. Yoenis Tejas is no longer on this card because he's got moved to the Fundora Thurman the week after. Omari Jones is facing Christian Gomez. I don't know who that is, but Omari Jones is going on his 6th fight facing a 23-6-1 veteran. So I think Eddie believes in what he's got.
Yeah, I don't recognize Christian Gomez.
And in the main event, the rescheduled fight, Carlos Adames, the WBC middleweight champion, is facing Austin Williams. I've learned, well, I don't know if it's confirmed, but people are still calling him Tiger, and I don't like it.
No.
He is Ammo.
Ammo is such a better nickname.
He will always be Ammo to me. I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to find a way to contact Austin Williams and let him know, dude. Ammo, you're way cooler.
It is way cooler.
And you are a cool fucking dude, so cut the tiger shit. Don't be sewing on tiger tails to your fucking trunks while you train, bro. That's like furry shit.
That's not great.
Don't be doing that, dude. You're cooler than that. All right. So we are heading into Lester Martinez and then Carlos Adames versus Ammo Williams. Parting words, other than Elon Musk not being cool enough to hang out with pedophiles.
Parting words. I need to figure out what Guatemalan food is, so I can have Guatemalan food for the Lester Martinez fight.
They do tamales as well. They make theirs differently, though. They do banana leaves instead of corn
I've
husk.
never had tamales, to be honest.
Oh, shit, dog. We got to get you
Yeah,
sorted out.
I know. But yeah, I'm going to figure out what Guatemalan food is, and I'm going to make some for the Lester Martinez fight.
That is how you celebrate. Fuck, being busy sucks. I'm trying to also get the goddamn video game podcast running again. I was thinking of doing an anime video game sort of hybrid.
Okay.
So that maybe you could poke in for a little bit and
Yeah.
say stuff about shows you're watching.
I watch a shit ton of anime. I could definitely do that.
Yeah, take that. That's parting words. You want to podcast about some shit? I got you. Got you covered. Well, Boxing Before Dark. I would say that it is, but it's not. I'm just gonna say because it's the outro. My batteries are getting low.
And it is getting dark.
Scottsdale Blondes. Goddamn. All right, we are out of here.
Bye.